Hi, I'm Euge Valovirta, and this is about Dr. Z Amplification's EMS 50-watt tube amplifier. Alright, the song you just heard I wrote specifically for this video. And as you heard, it's pretty badass amp. Okay, first the gear. This is the ESP Ltd Phoenix 1000 Deluxe. It's completely stock, except I just shaved the lacquer off. Seymour Duncan custom, passive, humbucker, and Fat Cat, which is a P90. Then it goes to my pedal board. And the only effect I used on the song was the bass SD1 and a full tone Cloud-Deluxe wah on the solo. Cool, then the signal goes to the KHE Audio Electronics amp switcher, then to amps, back to KHE, out from KHE to SandRux React IR reactive load, where I'm using my trusty old Valovirta's impulse response from Jens Boogelen's lead and clean pack. That works on everything, not just leads and cleans. From SandRux it goes to Steinberg's UR816C audio interface, and from there via USB cable to my computer and my DAW, which is Cubase, and I'm monitoring myself via my trusty old Genelec studio monitors. Okay, so you heard, it's you know, Marshall. I think the company is based in Ohio, North America, and I've never played with one before, but I know the reputation that it is like, you know, kind of old school amplifiers, which I love old Marshalls, Plexis and 800s. So immediately when I plugged this in, I was like, oh yeah, that's my kind of style amp. So it's basically a hot-rodded Plexi. Let me just play a little bit with and without SD. First, without, so this is the high, and there's like high and lows, which kind of like what you have Plexi, high and low inputs. Then when we add the SD, yeah, man. I demoed a lot of amps, Engels, diesels, or whatnot, but always when I plug into good old Marshall or amplifier that it's based on a good old Marshall, it's just like I could just play hours and just enjoy myself. It's so great sound. It's like nasty and aggressive, and you know, it's not smooth. There's not tons of flow, and it's just like, you know, mean, badass, good old tube amplifier cranked. Man, I love this. Okay, then what it has a touch knob. So down position, it's a little bit tighter, and when I dial it up, the amp becomes a little bit like looser. I don't know how well this translates to you, but there's a little bit, you know, sound change also, at least I'm hearing, or maybe it's just the feel, but I like this a lot. It's like really, but occasionally if you want to play some mellower stuff, it's cool to have it a little bit, you know, it's like a little bit looser amp. Then on the back here is, because yeah, this is a 50 watt amp, 2 EL34s and 3 12 AX7 ECC83, like, you know, good old Plexi. But there's a third tube, which is a reactifier tube. So what a reactifier is it changes the, this is just layman's terms, the AC power changes to DC for the amp, and there's, you know, usually tube and solid state rectifiers. This has both. Now I'm playing with the solid state. It's a little bit aggressive and meaner sounding rectifier, and tube rectifier is a little bit smoother. Check it out. So solid state. So the amp behaves a little bit differently. I like the solid state with this one. It's more aggressive, kind of my kind of thing. Basic EQ, presence, bass, middle, treble, volume, gain, like on, you know, 800. So yeah, let's actually compare these to 800 and Plexi. So I'm gonna first play with this one, then with the Plexi, and then with the bad boy. No overdrives or anything. Then with the overdrive, same thing. So as you hear, this is more like a hot-rodded Plexi, because 800 has that like a little bit upper zing, and well, I have it pretty much cranked, but there is still not as much as these two have the power tube distortion. So 800 is kind of like zing, a little bit modern, although it's, you know, from 84, but you know, considering, well, you get the point. So I feel that this is like basically a modded Plexi. So there is, let's check out the low. Let's set the SD off and the low input. There's actually not that much difference. Maybe when if I back the gate. No wonder, because I'm playing with the bad boy. Okay, sorry. They are very similar. This is like a, you know, Marshall. So yeah, now there's a difference. So let's add a chorus. Actually, this softer touch works really well with clean. I like the feel. Oh boy, man, I love these British style amps. There's so many great emulations of Marshall that, you know, it's overwhelming sometimes. So there's the high and low, and let's check out the high, less gain. So now the gain is full. But I usually like to find the sweet spot where it's just about to. There. And then, you know, it cleans nicely. Yeah, so amazing amp. I think this goes about, you know, approximately 2,000 euros. So, I mean, I didn't have the Plexi even cranked, and the Plexi has that sound which, I mean, these kind of like Plexi style amps, which, you know, I think they made this after, you know, their version of a Plexi, but real Marshall Plexi has just that something that which I've never found it in any other amp. But this is really cool. Like, this is basically like a modded Plexi that can go gain-wise into 800 territory, and actually a little bit even more, because there is now it's about like what I have on the 800 the gain, and you could have a little bit more. But the character, I think, still is more Plexi-like than 800-like. So I think this is like from JDM45, from the early Marshalls to modded Plexi JMP kind of thing. But yeah, really awesome amp, and I'm glad, and thanks to MusiX for letting me borrow this. This is amazing to try out all kinds of amps, but this is, I really like this, because, well, I mean, if an amp behaves and sounds like Marshall Plexi on 800, it's a safe bet that I will like it a lot. Yeah, hey, hopefully enjoyed this video and maybe, you know, got useful information and so on. If you liked, please thumbs up, subscribe, and you know the drill. Hey, all the best, see you next time, bye.